Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Hanson. I'm here to read you a social studies book today called Me on the Map. Map skills including the compass rose, a map key, land formations. Those are our final units for social studies. This book will introduce you to some of those things. This is me. She's got all her supplies. This is me in my room. This is a map of my room. This is me on the map of my room. You know, she's made a map of her room and she's included herself on her bed. This is my house. This is a map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. Each case, she's showing you a picture of something and then showing you the map that represents it. And you notice she's working on her room in the corner. This is my street. This is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. She's left all the other houses as pencil drawings and colored her house in. You can see where all her neighbors are. This is my town. She lives in Pleasant Grove. They have a sign that says, "Welcome to Pleasant Grove." You live in the town of Gales Ferry. This is a map of my town. This is my street on the map of my town. You'll see Main Street on the map. You notice there's a river. If you look carefully, you might even find a school, just like you have a school in your town. She has one in hers. This is my state. This is a map of my state. This is my town on the map of my state. Now, she happens to live in Kansas. You live in the state of Connecticut. And if you look real close, you'll see Pleasant Grove up here as a little dot. It's near the state capital of Kansas, which is called Topeka. You live in Gales Ferry is your town, and Connecticut is your state. This is my country, the United States of America. You live in the same one. This is a map of my country. This is my state on the map of my country. So here's Kansas, and then she's showing you a whole map of the United States. And if you look, she's pointing towards a red state in the middle, and that's Kansas. Connecticut is green and way over here by the ocean. This is my world. It is called Earth. It looks like a giant ball. If you could unroll the world and make it flat, we've seen the world before. We've looked at how the Earth moves around the sun. And we know it's represented by a sphere that we learned about in math. It would look something like this map of the world. This is my country on the map of the world. So here's all the various different places. And North America, that's over here. The middle part is the United States of America. Above that is Canada, except for this is Alaska. You notice they're the same color. And then down below us is the country of Mexico. So we're in the middle. So here's how I find my place on the map. First, I look at the map of the world and find my country. So she finds the United States of America. Then I look at the map of my country and find my state. Then I look at my state and find my town. So she uses her magnifying glass. She finds the state of Kansas. You would look over here for Connecticut. And she finds her town on her map of Pleasant Grove. You'd be looking for Gales Ferry. Then I look at the map of my town and I find my street. And on my street, I find my house. You notice she has street signs. She lives at the corner of Oak Street and Main Street. If you look next time you take a walk or go somewhere, you might notice where your street sign is. Tells people what street you live on. And in my house, I find my room. And in my room, I find me. Just think. So she's worked back down from her country to her state, to her town, to her street, to her house, and now she's all the way back to her room again. In rooms, in houses, on streets, in towns, in countries all over the world, everybody has their own special place on the map. We all come from different places, but in many ways, we're all very much the same. We all have our own special place to live. Just like me. Just like me on the map. And if we notice in the last picture, she has a picture of her room. She has a picture of her house. And she has a picture of herself in her country. She's done a very good job showing you where she lives. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this story, Me on the Map. I'm glad you could come visit me and listen. Keep this story in mind because you're going to be having a project to work on with this story later. All right, have a great afternoon. We all miss you. See you soon.